Hi guys, thank you so much for coming back to my channel. I really appreciate it. How are you guys doing? What's new? What's up? Before I get started on this movie review, I'd like to tell you guys, or ask you guys rather, to subscribe, like, comment, do anything you like on my page, as long as it's one of those things. Yeah. I love to hear back from you guys. So comments are like, and I'll write back, like I'll write a paragraph back. Like I love the interaction on my channel. So yeah, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to my channel and keep supporting. I love you guys because of it. Thank you for all the support thus far. Okay, into this movie review. Oh my God. Get Out was amazing. Like, it was nothing short of amazing. I would definitely see it again in an instant. So I'll tell you guys like briefly about my experience seeing it. I went to go see it on Tuesdays because it's half price. And I'm cheap. And yeah, no, I went to go see it. So I was watching, excited, kind of overhyped it in my head because everybody was talking about it and I knew it was like gonna be one of those monumental movies about like race and like just, and like a huge pop culture movie. And then I saw it and then I got up from the theater and I was like, okay, that was good. It wasn't bad. It was a good movie. Had a lot of different like, just, it was a horror movie, so there's shock value. And obviously it taught me something, but nothing that I haven't, heard of before. And I got up, I went with a few women from work, and we discussed it a little bit before we parted ways and went home. And then I got home and I started to kind of, well, I YouTubed a lot of reviews, and I started to look into it. So I read a few articles about the movie. And honestly, this is why you have to watch the movie twice. It was just that good. And the first time, it doesn't make sense for me to watch the movie again because of how much research I did at post watching it, like post movie. But guys, I just have to give credit, sorry for a second, to Jordan Peele. Oh my God, I would literally watch anything his hand touches again. His directorial debut was awesome. He couldn't have done it better. I saw in an interview that he sat down with somebody. He said that he was gonna pass the script off to somebody else, and I'm honestly 100% like thankful that he didn't. This is not going to be a giveaway. I won't, do spoilers in this review, but I will tell you that it's one of those movies that you have to watch twice because there's layers upon layers upon layers of just information that you definitely you have to watch back to get. I did so much research, and I will watch it twice just because, and I think I'll get a better just reaction in general from the movie when I watch it twice, and I'll be more so much more into it. But it's one of those movies where it's so embedded with symbolism and super strong undertones of the race conversation between black and white, and you can't, there's no way to wrap your head around it the first time you see it, which is why it's one of those movies that you have to see twice. But I think it's such an important conversation to always have, to keep us kind of to current on what, you know, where we're at in our culture and in our progression as just one, as America. And he somehow, with comedic relief and like, again, it was a horror flick, so in with all this wrapped up in one, he somehow manages to get the audience to really step into the shoes of a Black person and understand how they feel. It's like he forces you to do so. And it's just, Jordan Peele is just, it's one of those, I will support, I'll continue to support it. If I have to see it like 5 times, I will give my money to a movie like that, that allows, that kind of opens people's eyes. Like Jordan Peele in an interview he had, I can't remember what interview it was, but he had that conversation about, since Obama, we've kind of felt like, okay, we've had a Black president and we're in this post-racial or racist world, and that's so not true. And he kind of welcomes back the idea of like that we're basically still in racist America, especially with, I mean, Trump. The movie was right on time for something like, you know, Trump taking over the world. It's so current and so relevant to what we're going through today. Yeah, so without giving away too much, I kind of wanted you guys to look out for these points while watching the movies. With stuff that I didn't catch, well, I did catch a few of them. You'll see them, they're obvious, but a lot of this underlying undertones of the movie, you don't catch these things. Code switching, which is when you're, for instance, a white person's around a Black person, they kind of talk differently to make that Black person feel at ease and okay. So there's a lot of that. Culture appropriation, which we all know what that is. I have these written down because I'm so obsessed with this movie, and I read too much on it to like not make notes. What white feminism means to minorities, that's a huge thing, and you'll kind of decode that as you watch the movie. Subtle or unintentional racism, such as like code switching, versus outward racism, is basically all the same. Jordan Peele makes sure that we know, that everyone who watches know how that makes, you know, a Black person feel. Whether it's subtle or it's outward, it's still all the same. We still feel like we're alienated and we're different, and you're seeing color first, which is so important. The black buck symbolism. I would say look this one up after you watch the movie, but it does have something to do with race. And you'll understand when, yeah, I'll just leave it at that. There are a few political messages, or like there's symbolic messages about politics in the movie. So liberals versus conservatives, you'll catch it. You may not catch it. I didn't catch it, and I had to look it up for me to catch it, so you may not. Mental slavery of Black people and what that did after, I mean, the Civil War, where, you know, it shows that in a way, like, we're still enslaved. Black resistance, it also talks about that, or like I said, all of these things are super undertones, so you'll have to watch it twice, and I think some things going into it you may have to watch it twice to actually get. But that's all I have. I don't want to spoil, like, this is not supposed to be a spoiler. I just wanted you guys to look out if you're gonna watch it, because I mean, yeah, watch it twice, but it also is nice when you're in the movie theater and you're actually understanding what, because like I said, I got up from the movie and I was like, And it wasn't until I got home and I did my research on the movie that I really understood the scope and the meaning, and then the intention of the movie. That's all I have for today. I'm not gonna ruin this thing for you. Be sure to check out the movie. Like I said in the beginning, I love doing reviews and letting you guys know what to do, like what, if it's worth spending money on or if it's not. And this movie is definitely worth your 10 or 15 bucks, or if you go on Tuesdays it's like $7, $6. Watch it. Yeah, stay woke, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to me, guys. I will see you soon. Bye.